For decades, the Forest Resources Association has made it their mission to promote the interests and support the success of the companies, organizations, and the individuals hard at work in the forest products industries. One of the many services they've made available for members is a series of instructional materials, all of which are made possible through monetary grants from the Timber Harvesting and Transportation Safety Foundation, known as THATS. These videos cover a broad spectrum of topics, from machine safety to proper cutting techniques to tips on transportation safety and even interfacing with mills, processors, and communities. The Forest Resources Association and THATS Foundation encourage you to take advantage of these resources, as well as the industry data available to industry professionals, insurance companies, and others either directly involved or related to the forest industries.
Tornadoes, hurricanes, ice storms, microbursts, and floods pose grave danger and risks for everyone, but especially for those who work outside, like first responders, highway crews, utility employees, forest industry personnel, and agricultural employees. The most common forms of storm damage are uprooted trees, lodged trees, broken tops, and other hazards that produce tension wood or wood in a bind. By using a shield tree, the cutter is able to remove the spring pole and release the stem from the root clump. All of this work is done from the good side, and the cutter never exposes himself to the tensioned side of this risk. Regardless of how hard a manufacturer tries to produce a safe machine, accidents still happen. Accidents are caused by people making mistakes and taking shortcuts. They do not read the manual, they ignore warning decals, or do not use lockout-tagout procedures provided for their safety. Accidents can also occur after the person has operated the machine for some time and becomes complacent or too comfortable with the machine. Always respect the power, the danger, and the potential safety hazards of these machines. Check the tire pressure before you begin to transport the machine and add air as needed.
A primary purpose of these materials and information, all of which are made possible by THATS Foundation grants, is to increase safety awareness for those who work in the forest and timber industries. We know that on any job site, safety is priority number one, which is why we're committed to providing our members with the materials they need to create a safer and more efficient working environment for their employees. We also hope these materials and resources serve to heighten awareness and appreciation in general for the tremendous value these industries and their workers bring to our communities and our country.
Drivers should never stay in the truck cab or work around the trailer while it's being loaded or unloaded. Stay in a safe location where the loader operator can see you, at least 2 log lengths away. When the loader operator has finished loading your trailer, and make sure there's no person or equipment on the other side when you throw the chain or strap across the load. Inspect the load to make sure no logs or limbs are sticking out from between the standards. If there are, trim them, or have the load operator adjust the load.
When an uncontrolled fire occurs, the results can be devastating. They can include loss of life, injury from burns, injury from slip and fall trying to escape from the fire, smoke inhalation, partial damage, or complete destruction of equipment. Mount extinguishers in a visible and readily accessible place like crew trucks and service vehicles. Visually inspect the fire extinguisher each day to ensure it is fully charged and operational. Recharge fire extinguishers immediately after each use.
Handle your load so you maintain maximum stability. It's always better to work the boom and grapple cautiously and purposely than to rush to get the job done. When picking up a single small log with the grapple, pinch it between the jaws. Don't try to pick up more or less wood than the grapple can grip firmly. Never try to raise a load in such a way that a part of the bundle strikes the boom.
The videos you're about to see are recreated incidents that actually happened in our industry.
Throughout the day, the skidder operator pulled logs to the deck as the deckhand prepared the logs for loading. Eventually, the skidder bumped the log pile with the front blade, sending a log crashing into the deckhand. The deckhand fell face first onto another log and smashed his nose and mouth and fractured all of his ribs, his skull, and his left ankle. While the sawyer was cutting a group of logs, his helper measured and marked these trees for cutting. Finally, the skidder dragged the logs and the pulpwood up to the loading deck. As the skidder started to back up and turn around, the treetop the sawyer was working on started to move. Sawyer attempted to escape, but fell.
The biggest common denominator that I saw that was working too close. All three of those video sections, it was definitely a safety violation, too close working conditions.
To find out more about accessing the instructional materials, industry data, and other resources available, call 301-838-9385. Please know that we are proud to make these materials available to all persons, businesses, and organizations that work in, contribute to, and otherwise benefit from the forest industries. Call 301-838-9385. And while you're at it, please consider a tax-deductible financial donation to the Timber Harvesting and Transportation Safety Foundation and ask about how becoming a member of the Forest Resources Association can benefit you and your business. Thank you.